Peace. It's Equality Fragrances coming to you from PG County, Maryland. Welcome to my cipher. The cipher is a person, place, a thing within my circumference. The understanding of my cipher is peace. For all those returned to my channel, I humbly appreciate your support. For all those new to the channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell so you'll be notified when I drop some new videos. The like button goes a long way. Matter of fact, let's take this time out and knock that like button down. Now, with that being said, come on in, sit down, and let's build. Today, I'm going to be giving you my full review on an African-American independent fragrance house based out of Atlanta, Georgia. This fragrance house was started with 3 individuals who wanted to show a better appreciation or a better visual image for African-American men. That's Sean Crenshaw, his business partners, Fidel Jackson, and Cecil Cross. And in 2016, they started the company Ovation. Ovation for men. What does Ovation actually mean? When you look at the definition of Ovation, it's a sustained enthusiasm and appreciation of an individual by way of applause. And their slogan is, every man deserves an ovation. So for that cliche, we'll give it applause and we're going to keep it pushing because you know I don't like wasting time. So that fragrance I'm going to be discussing is their 2020 release because they changed the formulation in 2020. So this is a new formulation for their signature scent, Ovation for Men. And here's the presentation, Ovation for Men. Sorry if you see fingerprints, but I put quite a bit of dent in this. So I fully tested this fragrance. So we're going to be discussing what I think about it. When would I wear it? Is it any good? Is it worth it? Should you check it out? Now, in full disclosure, this bottle was sent to me for free. Now, I paid for this back in November. Is when I tried to pick this up, but there was changes going on. Obviously, behind the scenes, I now know there was new formulations they was trying to work through. So it was a long time, and I was asking like, hey, what's going on with it? Mr. Sean Crenshaw sent me a refund because it took so long because I just recently got this, I want to say a couple weeks ago. And refunded me my money and sent this bottle out. But at the end of the day, it still was sent for free. But you know me, I'm going to keep it a whole buck. If it's good, it's good. If it ain't, it ain't. It is what it is. So with that being said, let's talk about the notes in the 2020 edition. In the top, you have Bergamot, Acqua. I'm assuming that's aquatic accords, and Cardamom. In the mid, you're going to have leather, amber, and tobacco. And in the base, you're going to have Oakmoss, Vetiver, and vanilla. Vanilla. Y'all know how I feel about that. But we're going to get straight to it. But what do I get on skin? Forget the notes. Let me spray it on skin to be reminded of what the opening smells like. A nice good mist. You get this clean freshness, this clean aquatic freshness from the Bergamot and the aquatic accords. But it's a little spicy and sweet, and that's coming from the cardamom. But what you get, y'all know my favorite note in fragrance is vanilla. You get that vanilla in here that comes in and makes this extremely creamy. So you get this citrus, this spicy citrus but creamy scent. It's almost creamy and reminiscent to that of Chanel Allure Edition Blanche. It's not the same, they're not similar, but that creamy citrus smell, I get that creamy feeling here. And you get the warmness from the leather and amber. The leather isn't a prominent note, but you can feel the density that the leather and the amber brings this fragrance. This fragrance is pretty linear. It doesn't change as much. The only thing that happens is as the fragrance goes on, the aquatic and the bergamot comes down some, and it turns into a nice warm, still aquatic and fresh, but woody kind of feel, woody, earthy feel, which comes from the Oakmoss and the Vetiver. Again, I get no tobacco on this, but it's very fresh, it's clean, it's inviting, it's warm. To me, this fragrance is an extension of who I know Sean Crenshaw to be. Sean Crenshaw is not a loud man. This is not a loud fragrance. He is a smooth gentleman. This is a smooth fragrance. He's an inviting, warm man, smiling. He's shaking hands. Everybody knows him. That's what this fragrance is. It is literally an extension of who he is. This fragrance is what I would consider a bar first impression, getting to know somebody, Mr. Steal Your Girl kind of fragrance. What do I mean by that? You sitting at the bar, you see a young lady over there, she drinking her wine. You say, okay, I need to go ahead and pull that. So you walk over there. You don't get too close to her, but you want her in your intimate zone, especially within the first hour to hour and a half of this. It gets pretty nice projection. It's never too loud. So you over there, she smells you, you ask the bartender, you get the bartender's attention, you order you your 1738 and you say whatever the young lady having. You don't do too much. She gonna have her drink, she gonna thank you, you gonna say you welcome, you gonna introduce yourself. The whole time she's smelling you and she's looking you up. Listen, when you smell good, you automatically become just a tad bit attractive, but you gotta be attractive at that. You ugly smelling good, it ain't gonna work. She's smelling you, she's warm, inviting, she's gonna ask you to have a seat. You have a seat. The whole time you talking to her, you busting some jokes, she's getting closer and closer to you, getting to know you. By the end of the night, you getting that number. That's what I get from this fragrance. Not saying that will happen to you. Don't let me sell you on that. But when I envision this kind of fragrance and when I would wear it, that's what I get. Longevity, I was getting a good 6.5, 7 hours. Now, I didn't wear this in warm weather, but I'll be curious to see what this does in the spring, like 70, 80 degrees, how this will perform, especially with the density of the fragrance. I believe it's going to give me a little bit more projection, and I may be able to pull 8 hours, 8.5, but during my testing, I was only getting a good solid 6.5, maybe 7 hours, and it was setting in close to the skin at about the 5.5 hour mark. But so I don't necessarily see this as a work scent per se. You will probably have to reapply depending on what kind of attention you want. It gives moderate sillage, so you're not going to get this loud monstrous scent trail, but it's enough to grab somebody's attention and have them notice you. On a scale of 1 to 10, what do I give this fragrance? I give this fragrance a solid 8.7 easy. Man, it is not revolutionary. It's been done before, but it's a very solid fragrance. It is a spicy, citrus, aquatic fragrance. I can think of certain fragrances, like I said, Chanel Allure Edition Blanche, like Soleil Diatal by Mancera. Fragrances that fall in that kind of genre, that spicy, citrus, woody fragrance, that's where this is going to come from. You can get this at a 50 ml for 85 stripper ones. Man, that is a lap dance, a couple of drinks, maybe some wings, depending on the strip club place you go to. That's not bad. That's about the going rate for any independent house. Now, if it was about 100, 120, I'll probably be like, but it's priced reasonable. $85 for a 50 ml. That's pleasing. You can't go wrong with that. So for me, that's my review of Sean Crenshaw's 2020 Ovation for Men. If you tried this, let me know what you think. I know we got some Ovation for Men over there. And at the end of the day, I'm going to leave you the way I greeted you. And that's in universal language of peace. Every man deserves an ovation.